Islam is changing the landscape of America. The Mosque Foundation of Chicago is one of more than 50 mosques in the greater Chicago area, a city with a Muslim population of about 500,000. One of the oldest is a Bosnian Muslim community in Northbrook. But most of the mosques are not so easily recognizable, like the Muslim Community Center, located in a former movie theater. Most of America's Islamic centers, like this one in Monroe, Connecticut, are easy to miss. Many have been transformed from other uses. We see them in Jackson, Mississippi, and in New Orleans. There are more than 1,000 mosques in America today. One of Atlanta's Muslim centers is in a shopping mall. One of the Islamic centers in Oklahoma City is a former gymnasium. Muslims gather in a former U-Haul dealership in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, or in a storefront in Rochester, New York. One of America's largest Shiite mosques is in a huge old watch factory in New York City. The word mosque is actually a French word. Muslims tend to use the term masjid, a place of prayer. The plural of masjid is masajid. Detroit is heir to one of America's oldest African-American Muslim communities, dating to the 1930s. Detroit's large immigrant Muslim community is very old, too. They came from Syria and Lebanon to work in the Ford Motor Company. Muslims may pray anywhere, but some come to the masjid in Salt Lake City for one of the 5 daily prayers. And everywhere, in Youngstown, Ohio, for example, Muslims will gather at the masjid for the Jummah prayer, the congregational prayer on Fridays. A masjid should be established in one's neighborhood. And in the sprawling city of Houston, the Islamic Society of Greater Houston has divided the city into zones, with a masjid in each zone. Many began in makeshift quarters, but everywhere building is underway. All across America, the visible landscape is changing, as new Islamic centers are built in the urban heart of Los Angeles, or in a residential neighborhood in Pompano Beach, Florida, or an Ahmadiyya mosque in Portland, Oregon. New Islamic centers, like the one in Springfield, Massachusetts, are now part of the American religious landscape.